Hey everyone, my name is Wedge, and yeah, you saw the title of the video, it's Worst Cards Ever, yeah. I talk about them, you laugh and enjoy yourselves, I die a little inside. It's a great back and forth we have going on here. If you've missed previous episodes, you're welcome, first of all. Secondly, you can watch them here, not sure why you'd want to, but hey, misery loves company, am I right? Without further ado, let's look at some cards that are so bad I'd rather play mono red than even touch these monstrosities. We'll start the day with Leeches, yeah, Leeches. 1 colorless and 2 white for a sorcery. Target player loses all poison counters. Leeches deals that much damage to that player. Oh, wow. It's a good thing this is on a white card. Really happy that Ace and Highway deck we're making is really coming along nicely, huh? The Homelands. What are you doing? No one played with poison counters back then. Best part, we've gone through multiple sets since Homelands that had a poison sub-theme. Guess what? This is still terrible. You won't even play this in Commander. Want to know how I know that? EDHREC.com has all the stats for everything ever Commander related. 4 decks out of a possible 16,101 play Leeches. 4 of them, 4. Those 4 people, you have no friends. Everyone else, learn a lesson from this. When a stranger in a white unmarked van tries to give you Leeches, you don't take them. You don't. Just back away. This card's a rare. This is a rare. Talk about leeching my soul. The next card we're going to look at was basically given to me by a friend, or I should say former friend. I was on a podcast last week called Anything But Standard. You should totally go listen to it, by the way. Links in the description. Just go right now. But on this episode, they decided to blindside me with terrible cards. This is one of them. Jandor's Ring is 6 mana for an artifact. You can pay 2, tap it, and discard the last card you drew this turn to draw a card. Yeah, I know, that wording. All right, let me explain what's going on here. If you have this stupid thing in play, you have to keep your last drawn card separate from your hand as long as this is in play for the rest of the game. The rule says, quote, if you do not have the card still in your hand, you can't pay the cost. There is currently no way to prove that it was the card you drew except to get a judge or third party involved, or to put cards you draw aside until you decide whether or not to use this. The headaches that this must have caused. Oh wait, probably none, since you would never use the 6 mana just to get this into play. 6, never worth it. Plus you need 2 mana to activate it each time, and you can only discard the card you just drew? No thanks. I've seen better loot effects, I don't know, anywhere else ever. I think when Beyonce wanted you to put a ring on it, this isn't exactly what she had in mind. It's terrible. Viewers, meet Sea Eagle. Sea Eagle, meet viewers. Viewers, this isn't Stormcrow. Sea Eagle, you're not Stormcrow. You do look particularly delicious though. Yeah, I'm done. Nothing more I really wanted to say here. I just think that this is a useless piece of trash garbage. Wouldn't even go in Kangi. Honestly, it's the most inferior Stormcrow I've ever seen ever in the world. Where air meets water, fish meets talent. Are you serious? That's the flavor text. I can't even right now. This would come out of Starter 1999. Worst part, it was reprinted twice after this. Someone decided that this was a great representation of the usefulness of flying blue creatures. Yeah, great work, you dingus. Aven Trooper is 4 mana for a 1/1 bird soldier with flying. You can pay 3 mana and discard a card from your hand to give it +1/+2 until end of turn. What? 4 mana for a 1/1 flyer. 4 mana. That's never okay. Unless when it comes into play, it makes you dinner or something. I don't know. Oh, look. You can pump it. Super. Amazing. Great. Shut up. You have to pay 3 mana and discard a card to do it, which means that you're using probably most of your turn and giving yourself card disadvantage to make this effectively a 7 mana 2/3 flyer until end of turn. Yeah, let that sink in. Yes, I know this was printed in a set with Madness. No, that doesn't change anything because even then, and I was playing then, no one used this. No one. It was awful. Everyone hated it. Even now, even in a format like Commander, do you know how many decks run this? 0. 0 decks out of 16,090. 0. Goose egg. Aven Trooper may actually be one of the worst creatures ever created in the history of ever. Torment is one of my favorite sets. This breaks my heart. How could you come from the same set as Grim Lavamancer and Nantuko Shade? Just how? Okay, I'm done now. Another great episode of Worst Cards Ever. Yeah, woo, awesome. Which cards were your favorites and which do you want to see in the future? Because totally going to do more of these. No idea why. If you could all do me a favor and just stop watching, that would be super. Just the best. Thanks. Yeah. Anyways, I guess you could subscribe for the latest and most reliable Magic the Gathering information you could ever need. This is the Manosaurus. I'm Wedge. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. I don't care.